Hello, everybody. Jess Lohse, Structural Building Components Association, SBCA, another weekly update. Hard to believe another week has come and gone, but we're that much closer to a lot of things. Again, first, let me start with happy birthday, Michaela. She's our new membership coordinator on our staff, and it's her birthday, and she's taking tomorrow off, so she's a very smart person. She's going to go enjoy a longer weekend with Labor Day coming up, where our offices will be closed on Monday, but we'll be here Tuesday and with bells on, just waiting to do all sorts of things, one of which is going to be the Innovative Housing Showcase. That's coming up the 6th through the 10th of September in Washington, D.C., the National Mall, where we are building not only just a house, but it's going to be a duplex, 2-story, green, because of the partners at Zip. But it's one of those that we've kind of become known for the big greenhouse, if you read industry news earlier this week. But it's one that people are starting to take note of it every year when we're participating in IHS, and made good sense for us to come back and do it again this year in the fall versus the early summer. So I guess it's kind of fall. It might be late summer, depending on what your outlook is on early September. But it is one of those that it's a great opportunity for us to showcase the utilization of components. And really what I'm going to be stressing is the process of using components. A lot of our construction industry has been a product. If you go to the ICC code hearings, a lot of things are product, without a whole bunch of emphasis on the process. And that's one of the points I'm trying to drive home, is when you utilize the floor truss, the wall panel, and the roof truss collectively, kind of that triad, or that structural trinity, as Sean mentioned yesterday, it's one of them that it can really speed up that process. And that's what we need to be looking at when we're looking to take waste and time out of the process, which, again, talking about the process, that's really what we're going to be showcasing there. So really excited about it. It's going to be an extra day. So if you have lawmakers that you would like to invite to come down and look at the products that you build, and they want to be able to do that on, I believe it's Wednesday, there's going to be an open house. It'll be open Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. So anybody that's in DC any of those days, encourage them to come down to the National Mall. It's a great opportunity to see what's going on with our nation's capital, but also specifically the Innovative Housing Showcase. It sounds like the HUD Secretary, Scott Turner, is going to be much more involved this year than previous HUD secretaries. And that's another thing that I think we'll probably see a little slightly different audience with a different administration, different side of the aisle, so to speak. So we'll be interested to see what lawmaker staff we get in there. But we're really wanting to talk about the benefits of components and how it can help affordability, availability, and really just drive housing forward for the American economy, because it is such a big part of it. So beyond that, BCMC, it's coming up right on its heels. And that's another thing. Allie and Taylor have been working their, what's off, just getting it ready, and everything is going so good. I mean, Abby did a great job with selling out our show floor. It's going to be the largest in years. So if there's something you want to take a look at, or even just working on your business as a component manufacturer, framer, it's time to step out of it. And yes, I know things could be better and you could have more sales, but at the same time, what are you going to do with what if analysis? What happens if rate drops happen in consecutive quarters and things pick up? What happens if they don't? Have you thought that through? And BCMC is a perfect opportunity to ask what other component manufacturers are with, and B, have your contingency plans in place. Know what you're going to do. Really plan for the year, whether it's going to be equipment purchases or maybe not. There's always education, and that's the biggest part about it, is what can you do in your job? What can you do in your business that's a little bit better? And that's going to help you get through the slower times. So that's one of those that I really hope you think about coming to Omaha. Omaha is a great city. I've said it before. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great opportunity to spend. I'll be there for about a week, a little more, but it is one of them. It's a really cool opportunity for component manufacturers to really work on their businesses, framers to come in, experience what others are doing. And then all of our suppliers have been great throughout the year. They are really rolling out the red carpet in the exhibit hall, and it's going to be packed full. Hopefully we're able to get around. I'm sure that Hinge with Viper will make sure we got the aisles, and of course the fire marshal will make sure we keep our mandates there. But it is going to be a very full show floor, and I hope to see a lot of people there. Beyond that, working on SBCA committees, working on chairs and co-chairs for each of those various committees. And it's one of those, we've got a few openings and we're trying to fill them. But we're also looking for committee members. And if you want to get involved with SBCA, there's a ton of committees. Go to our website, go under About, look at board and committees, and you can pick one that you'd like to participate on. Some only meet online and virtually, others do in person. So depending on if you want to travel, if you don't want to travel, there's going to be something for dang near everybody and what your interests are. Obviously, because you're interested in components and we're the Structural Building Components Association, there's going to be something there. But it's one of those that it really helps shape and form the strategy for what the association does. Much of that work comes from the committees, and would love to see everybody, or as many people as possible, get involved there. just go check it out. Reach out probably to me directly. You can talk to a lot of people on our staff, but it's one of those that I'm going to be working at populating those committees with specific people and making sure that we have different balances and that we've got perspectives, and really to try to drive that good work forward that helps essentially become what the association is. So think about that. Look forward to that. And, we're getting ready for those chairs and co-chairs to come in at BCMC and to serve for a year or maybe a little bit longer, depending on, perspectives and where they want to be. But beyond that, the last thing I want to close with, Component Craft, SBCA Component Craft. This is where we are taking our story to the broader construction industry and really being able to talk about the highlights of components, the best way to frame, which they truly are. And really what that amounts to, and I think, in our call for speakers, there have been a little bit of confusion. So really we're looking for people that want to talk about roof trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, the utilization of all three. So we've had a lot of other products, 3D printing, I-joist, CLT, modular. I mean, there are people that want to talk about their own products. This is meant to talk about components and why they really truly have great dominance in market share, and really wanting to continue that and make sure that we're trying to, again, bring that process together with all three of them to where we can expand the market share with both wall panels and floor trusses, and, expand the usage of roof trusses as well. That's what we're doing here as SBCA. And, I respect and I appreciate those other ones, but, we do want to make sure that we are staying within our house here, so to speak, where we're talking about our components and what we want to do with Component Craft. And it's going to be a great opportunity. It's shaping up to be a great experience. We're talking about speakers, going to recruit a few. We've got a few that have volunteered. So we're looking to make the most of it. Really excited about that coming up in February. It'll be coincide with our Austin OQM to give you kind of a time frame there. So with that, that's about it for me this week. Really looking forward to the next few weeks. It's the busiest time of year for our association. Our staff is doing a great job. Really appreciate everything that they're doing, as well as the other volunteers and committee members and everybody else that's come together to make SBCA such a great association. Can't wait to get another week under our belt and talk about it next week and see what updates we have then. But till then, peaks up, because that's where the roof peak goes, and press on, because they go through the roller press typically, not all the time, but peaks up, press on, and we are going to keep going after it. Have a great week, everybody.